Hello, welcome to Flower Juice. My name's John McDonald and today we're going to create a hand-tied bouquet, and I've got some nice materials. We've got some red roses, some red carnations, a little bit of veronica, and this green tie which is really nice, made into loops, and a little bit of foliage just to finish it. And what we're going to use is we're going to use one of these Bloomie Box containers just to finish it off. So this is basically a pre-made container, works out about £1.20 or £1.15 per one. And you can just put the water straight in it, wrap it, and that's that. So in some ways this is a really good product to use, and it has a nice look. So what I've done with the green tie is I've basically folded it over and we've made some loops, and I just used some pot tape for finishing that off. So now we can just start to build up our bouquet. And I've got carnations and roses, and I think the red and the green is really a nice combination. So the veronica is just giving us a little change of texture. So what I'm doing is I'm building this in my hand and just spiraling the stems. So we have got other videos showing you how to make a hand tie in close detail, so if you want to refer to that video as well, that would be possibly good from a very technical point of view. But we're just building this up and creating our bouquet from that. So really I'm just working my way around. Oops, this is always the problem with carnations, that they can be brittle. But for this I really wanted this bouquet to be quite compact. And we can use our green tie loops really as a bit of a support for our flowers as well. Don't want to lose any bits. So sometimes actually it's quite nice using a limited selection of products. So literally roses, carnations, the green tie, and just that wee touch of Italian ruskus and veronica is the thing that lifts it and stops it looking heavy. But we don't need to have a lot of different things going on. We can actually keep the bouquet itself quite simple. And we just want to make sure that we've got our flowers spread around. So if I want, I can still add a rose into the centre. These are quite chunky actually, but I do like it. And I've also got these lovely little cheese plant leaves as well. So really they're just going to be like a collar that will finish our design. Now, because we're adding these big leaves round the neck, I'm not too worried about how they're sitting in some ways, because I want this to not have any cellophane. I don't think we need any cellophane when we've got such a volume of material. Now I can take a bit of twine. So this is just like a garden twine, and if we catch that with our hand, we can tie off our bouquet. So I think with your Bloomie Box outer, it saves having a lot of things going on. So the beauty of it is that it's basically waterproof and you can just pour the water straight in. I'm laughing because there's always a leaf in my watering can and it just is really bad, but so you want to make sure that when we have this that there's enough water, and really what I'm going to do is I want this to be quite low, so we're going to actually cut it quite short. So your best thing is secateurs. Now I can tell that's actually still a little bit long, so we'll take another centimetre or so off. And even just cut the middle out works quite well. Right, so again we're going to get a bit of twine. And then we can just literally bring this together. And it has like these little lugs that basically create a collar that supports the flowers already. So we've tied that off. I can just look at our bouquet and see how we like it. I think this is looking quite funky. And just to finish, I've got some nice red ribbon that we're going to create a bow with. So if you're not sure how to make a bow, we have a video on a couple of ways to make bows, and that shows you it in a little bit more detail. This is quite a wide ribbon. I probably normally would use one that's more narrow. I think would be nicer for like your kind of generic hand tie. But because we've got quite big, bold leaves, I think this is perfect. Don't want to eat the twine. And it's just a case of bringing that under and tying it off. Now it'd be easy enough to add a little bit more flower water or some flower food in water into that. And then all you really need is a card and just an address for delivering the item. So something a little bit different. The Bloomie Box makes the perfect base, but the chunky leaves and the reds give us quite a modern and kind of strong effect rather than just like your normal mixed hand tie. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you want to keep up to date with our future videos to come, then click here to subscribe. Click on the bell and you'll get notification whenever we produce a new video. So thank you for watching and hope to see you soon.